Hi guys. Well, we are back. It's me and Day. I want to say about was it 10 years ago or so? We made a video, and the video was on
How
how
we saved. It was about how we saved. No, it wasn't about how we saved. It was about how we um only spent $500 on our wedding.
yes, and we decided to revisit it since it seems it was very popular. We still keep getting notifications on it, and we just wanted to, I guess, maybe recap, redo it, and show the progress because we've definitely learned a lot more since that day. We'll still go over the $500 wedding, but we'll also talk a bit about finances as well, because it seems that's a pretty hot topic. Um, and we also have a special, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it a present or whatnot, but we have something we also want
Share.
to share as well. Yes. So I guess I'm going to let my wife start on the $500 wedding, and then I'll jump in like I did on the other one.
The $500 wedding.
Yep, we'll start on that.
So if you haven't watched that video already, we explained that we only spent $500 on our wedding and how we went about doing that. I think the first thing that we talked about was we had our wedding at a church and we didn't have to pay for anything, like what we didn't have to pay for a venue, so it was free. It was the church we were already attending. As far as food went, we had our family bring like a potluck. They brought food and we didn't have to spend money on that. My dress, I got it from offline. I think it was called DH Gate. So it was kind of like a Chinese website, but the dress was very beautiful and it fit perfectly. I gave them my measurements and everything, and it fit perfect. I didn't have to um, alter it or anything like that. And I think that costed what, like 130 or something like that, 140. That wasn't even very much. I refuse to spend thousands of dollars on a dress that I'm going to wear one time.
Yep.
So it was a very beautiful dress. If you go back and look at that video, it speaks for itself. I think with our cake, we went to Publix. I don't know if everyone has that, but it's just like it's a grocery store that sells cakes. And we went there and we told them we wanted birthday cakes stacked. So they stacked 3 birthday cakes. It was different sizes, and they stacked it up, and I think we had someone else decorate it. Or did
Yeah.
they decorate it?
No, we had somebody else decorate it.
Yeah, and she did that, I think, for free.
No, I think I paid her like 20 or $30 to decorate it. So the cake
Okay.
came up to like $100 total.
Yeah, so it was really cheap. If you go to Publix, you ask them to just stack up some birthday cakes, and if you want them to decorate it, they can decorate it. It costs way cheaper than asking for a wedding cake.
Yeah.
Because when they hear that, they think, oh, fancy.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that fancy. And if you fill them up on cake and a little potluck, they'll be good. It's not really about the food anyway. It's about them coming to see you unite before God and everyone else.
I do want to input something though. If you can't have family, bring in a potluck like we did. The other alternative, because I think we did this as well, just as a, just to make sure we were safe. For food, what we did is just spaghetti with some of the sauce and some garlic bread.
I think that was at our baby shower.
No, we did that for the wedding. I'm pretty sure we did it at the wedding. But anyways,
I don't remember. I didn't eat anything, so I don't even remember eating anything.
so if you do need to do food, I'm telling you, spaghetti always is number one. Spaghetti, and then you get the garlic bread
or the French bread. You cut it up in the little.
That
slices.
will feed tons of people, and at max, you're probably spending what, maybe like $50, $40 or so. A lot of spaghetti. The spaghetti goes a long way. I'm telling you.
And it can be meatless spaghetti. It doesn't have to have meat in it.
Doesn't have to have meat, and everybody's going to eat it. Then they're going to have the birthday cake, which is
the wedding cake.
And then they're pretty much good to go from there, Now, for the venue, you're probably thinking, all right, so you had the spot to do the wedding, but what about what is it, the wedding reception? Isn't there?
Yeah, the reception and then the ceremony.
Yeah, the ceremony, the reception. So where do you go to eat at, right? because that's the other expense.
Mm.
Well, what we did is at the church that we were at, we just had them set up circular tables all throughout the church. So if I could kind of put
It
this
doesn't
here.
even have to be circular tables. If they have like the long
Yep.
whatever tables they have, the long rectangle, you can
Yep.
have it set up in a way where I think he was going to explain it. Hold
Yep.
on.
You just want to have an aisle. So you have your aisle going straight up to the altar. Here, aisle going straight to the altar, and then you have your tables lined up on the edges, kind of like a cafeteria at
Or
school.
you can do like the kind of like a U, so it come this way, that
Oh
way,
yeah,
that
yeah, you
way,
can do
and
that
then
like
you
a
can put
U.
more
Yep.
smaller ones in the middle,
So
center.
we
Make
had
it just.
circular tables going all the way through, and
Mhm.
then on the other side circular tables, and then the middle runway. What we did, we went to, I think it was Dollar Tree at the time or the
Yep.
dollar store, and we got the fake rose petals, and
Dollar
then we
Tree.
laid those out, and that made the runway. And then on top of that, we had someone do the flower girl, flower boy,
Mhm.
whoever we used, and they did that on top of it. And literally, you're only at what, $250 at max so far from what we've just talked about. And then honeymoon. I'm telling you, take this tip.
Mhm.
Honeymoon, let's say you have just nothing, right? Or let's say, when I say nothing, I'm not saying like you have $0 in the
You're just
bank.
broke.
I'm just saying,
You're trying
yeah,
to live.
paycheck to paycheck or whatnot, right? If you're there, best thing is when people are asking what would you like, and so forth. If they don't know what to get you, just say, hey, throw $50, on a Visa gift card, and
Mhm.
we'll take care of it and whatnot. And when you get those gift cards and stuff, you use that money, and then you can go to a hotel or
Mhm.
something of that nature, or just take yourself out. But that's definitely a way of getting around this. So that's a free, it's free.
Yeah, I was gonna add to that. You can probably just ask for, instead of gifts or making a registry, you have like a jar there or something like that, and tell them it's going towards your honeymoon or whatever, and then you have that table. That's just free
Yep.
because they're you know helping you get your honeymoon adventure started.
So from everything we've been talking about here, you can definitely get it under $500. I'm sure there's other topics that we probably missed,
Oh,
but
rings,
the rings,
the
yes, that's
rings.
where more of the expense would come in. But I mean, it's simple. If you I mean, this is where you're going to have to throw away some of your, what would you call it? Some of your preferences. It has to be
Mhm.
new. It has to be this and that, right? If you want to get a really nice wedding ring, but you want it to be cheap, good price, if you go to a pawn shop, I'm telling you, they're only going to, when they sell the ring, they're not selling it at the K jeweler or the other jeweler place's price. They're only going for how much silver is in it, how much of the diamond it is. Has nothing to do with the
Just work.
brand. How much gold or silver or whatnot is in that, and they're going to sell it to you at that price or a little bit lower. So you're going to get the best price on it. And I mean, if you want it to look brand new, just have them or someone else polish it up. Clean and polish it. And you have a brand new looking ring. It's the same exact gold as somewhere. All they're going to do is refine it. And it's the same thing. Might as well just pay less for it. Get your rings done that way, and they
That's
don't have
actually
to
a good
be.
tip.
Yep, don't have to be extravagant. And if if it was never about the money, which it should never be,
Mhm.
then get the ring that way. And then as you grow together and you want the ring that you truly want, maybe save up. Or once save up and get to that point of life, maybe 10 years, 5 years later, then you finally get the big ring. But it all doesn't have to start all the way at the beginning. You
Mhm.
know, you want it to be about just you and the other individual. So, uh, the surprise we wanted to show you this time that we didn't get to do last time because we didn't have it last time is that we're going to be doing a little bit more series on this. And we have a book here that one of our friends actually wrote, and literally it highlights a lot of different things a lot of different financial beliefs that me and my wife held. It's called Save or Slave, and we'll put the link down below in the description, also in the comments, where you can check out the book and you can purchase it. We're selling it on the site. I believe it's $14.99 or $19.99, one of those two. 14.99 plus shipping actually, so it comes up to about 19-20 bucks. But yeah, you can purchase it there and get it. And we're gonna go through, I'm telling you, all different types of financial, like the legit paycheck to paycheck living, how to survive that, how to get through it, how to get out of the 9 to 5, how to get out of the paycheck to paycheck, the actual legit way. I'm not selling any course or anything like that. Obviously, I'm recommending a book. Why wouldn't I, right? But I'm going to show you how to get out of that because I'm telling you, online, there's a lot of scams. A lot of people will teach you how to do something, or they'll teach you how to sell, but they won't teach you how to start the business, or they'll teach you how to start the business, but they won't teach you how to sell, or they'll teach you how to sell and start the business, but they won't teach you how to get the customers.
It's always a
So
catch.
I'm
It's
going
always
to,
a catch.
yep. So I'm going to do my best to give you guys all the information. And this is coming from someone who was the 9 to 5er, just like you saw in that video before. And I got out of the 9 to 5, I own my own business, 100,000 a year now, from 10. Literally at that time, I was only making 10,000 to 15,000 max a year, 9 to 5. It was bad, and went up to 30,000, and then from there left all that, started my own venture, 100,000 a year, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm telling you guys, it's a
It's
lot easier.
possible.
It is
Definitely
possible.
possible.
It's a lot easier than you think. However, it does take discipline and it does take a different mindset. What they teach you in school, I'll put it this way. If I were to go back in time to when I was in high school, I would have dropped out ninth grade, probably eighth grade with this understanding that I have now. And I would have been in a probably higher position than I am right now. I'll just say it that way. And follow us on the journey. And I'm going to go through, well, we're going to both go through how exactly you can get that done. So this first video is the $500 wedding recap. All right. You guys have a nice day.
Peace.